Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our North Hampton location, and today I'm very excited to share with you this 2021 Ford F-150 Raptor. This Raptor is currently showing just over 12,000 original miles, and if you would like to see a high-resolution detailed photo set, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There, of course, you will also find a free included Carfax report, alongside a long list of technical data related to the vehicle's remaining tire and brake life, as well as individual readings from each panel using our paint depth gauge. But today I'll take you through a quick condition overview of the Raptor, and we'll go over some of the most interesting features. Starting here in the exterior, you'll find it finished in a relatively subtle spec for a Raptor. As you may have noticed, you see the gorgeous white paint in stunning condition, as you would expect with this year in mileage. None of the big, bold Raptor graphics all over the truck like you might see on some other models. This one was spec'd pretty subtly. Making your way down the side of the vehicle very quickly, you'll see no dings, dents, or scratching anywhere. Again, only 12,000 miles, so you wouldn't expect to see that, but we like to show you anyway. Contrasting that white finish, you'll find a lot of this dark gray accenting all the way around the vehicle. You'll see it here on the lower portion. You'll see these fender extensions as well. The nice heavy-duty metal running boards and the front fenders just the same. It matches well as with the tonneau cover as well. It's a nice hard tonneau cover, as we can see, very rugged and durable. Looking a bit lower, you have the gorgeous, dual finish wheels. You have the gray metallic paint on the interior of the spokes and the barrel, and then that nice machine finish on the outside. It looks fantastic. You have these BF Goodrich tires in great condition. You can see the real party piece of the Raptor, that Fox suspension there in the back, in great condition. Fully active suspension with multiple different modes, and it rides phenomenal. Looking here at the front, the condition is just the same. Again, the wheels and tires in perfect shape, and more of that crazy Raptor suspension. Looking here at the front fascia, you'll notice this has a updated look compared to when these modern Raptors were first announced, and I really like the way it looks. It looks very tough, a little bit more blunt cut off on the front end. You can see as I just got close to the vehicle, it actually unlocked itself because Ford uses proximity keys now, and it lights up those marker lights. Those are on there because the vehicle exceeds a certain width, and those lights are required per regulation. But you can see if you look, hit unlocked again there, you can see if you look at the edge of this light, that's actually where a regular F-150 ends. So you can see you have, looks like a good 6, maybe 7 inches of extra body on either side of the vehicle. And that's why these vehicles are so huge and look so intimidating there at the front. But condition-wise, it's absolutely perfect up here at the front. No dings, nicks, rock chips, or anything to note there on the front bumper. You can see the gray Ford script across the front, really kind of showing off that it is a Raptor. You see some interesting venting there on the hood as well. You also have some fog lights in these little corner pockets of the nice metal bumper. And now here on the passenger side, it's a very similar situation. Wheels and tires in great shape. Working our way down the body, just the same, it all looks great. And here at the back, another wheel in perfect shape. And you can see the inner portion of those fenders absolutely spotless. Now looking at the rear, again, it matches the front nicely with that Ford script. You have the F-150 and Raptor badging here. These nice satin black exhaust tips, dual exit exhaust, and a great sound coming from that powertrain. So let's make our way inside. The vehicle's already unlocked because it knows I'm here. We'll find a beautiful interior, nice leather upholstery with some nice suede accents there, or the cloth accents, excuse me. You can see your stereo branding on the headrest because the headrests do feature some audio enhancement speakers just there. Seats are both in absolutely stunning condition. And now we'll make our way inside. Little details like the American flag there are pretty cool. Hopping into the Raptor feels very nice. Everything you touch has a great quality feel to it. I'm going to start it up with the button there. See a beautiful digital display. Everything booting up, no problems to report whatsoever. Nice big infotainment screen. You can see you have navigation. You obviously have full reversing camera with a top-down 360 view. Looking here at the steering wheel, you have all of your cruise and driver assistance controls there. Just behind, you'll find the massive paddle shifters, which have a very satisfying feel to them as you use the gear selector. On the right here, you'll have your basic gauge cluster controls, as well as on the right, your driving customization. So you can change your steering feel, you can change your suspension ride, and you can change your exhaust sound. Now, a really quick note, I'm going to pop the door open so you can give it a listen. As you saw, I put the exhaust in quiet mode. Give it a couple of light revs here. Very, very quiet, almost not even noticeable. And now I'm just going to run over, put it in the loudest mode, which is the Baja mode, which they recommend for off-road use only. Let's clear those warnings out and give it a couple more revs, just like I did before. Much more potent sound, really fits the bill of the Raptor much better if you ask me. But if you want to keep the neighbors happy, toss it in quiet mode. It's so convenient, and I love seeing features like that. Now, if you look above my head, massive panoramic sunroof, great condition as we can see there, and the entire roof is glass, which I love. You have the auxiliary switches you may be familiar with seeing in these newer Ford trucks. They are already pre-built in. There's a nice area under the hood where you can wire in accessories, and that allows you to have nice pre-installed switches that look correct, and they light up as you engage them, as you can see. It's just a really nice feature that Ford put in a lot of their new trucks. Looking here through the center a little bit more, climate controls look great. Heated seat and steering wheel. The heated steering wheel is awesome. It gets really warm. You also have ventilated seats. Same applies here for your passenger seat. You can see your all-wheel drive and drive mode selection there. You have your trailer brake setup, a bunch of power outlets, including a wall outlet, which I love to see. If you slide away this cover just here, you'll find a wireless phone charger as well as some power outlets, and that will slide back into place gracefully, as we can see. Now, interesting new gear selector from Ford. You could see it's easy, self-explanatory to select your gears. However, if you push this button, it will actually stow that gear selector away, allowing for you to remove the center console here and turn it into a workstation, lunch table, drawing, whatever you need a nice flat surface for. Ford has provided it. It's really convenient, and you wouldn't really know it's there if you weren't looking for it. Just behind for your rear passengers, you also have some cup holders. It's a very well thought out interior. You have a small extra glove compartment there above the traditional glove compartment. And as I mentioned before, a gorgeous stereo. But next up, let's make our way under the hood where we can take a look at what powers the F-150 Raptor. See you there. And so here under the hood of the Raptor, we'll find it all in beautiful condition. And here we have the 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6. And though it was initially somewhat controversial that Ford fitted a V6 into the Raptor, the performance really doesn't lie. This V6 produces 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. So it absolutely is potent enough to propel a performance truck like this down the road in a way that you would expect as somebody who's looking for that sporty experience. Also, when paired with the 10-speed automatic gearbox, the torque curve is incredible because no matter where you are, you always have a gear exactly for what you need. It feels great, it sounds great, and I personally don't mind saving a bunch of money at the gas pump when compared to its V8 counterparts. Next up, hopping into the back seat, we'll see, again, leather and cloth upholstery in great condition, no issues whatsoever. Nice big rubber floor mat. Heated seats for the outer seats here as well. And I'm about 6'4", sitting behind myself at about 6'4", and I mean, it's comical how much room I have back here. It feels like I'm in an S-Class. Loads and loads of space. Great view of the cabin just there. You can see your heated seat and climate controls there, as well as some power outlets. Nice view of the full glass roof as well. No issue with headroom either. I got a few inches clear above my head, as you could probably see here in the mirror. Plenty of room to move around. Feels great here in the back of the Raptor. Last up, quick thing to show you is the tailgate. One touch, it's going to fully automatically drop down. You have a full lined bed in great condition and a tonneau cover that folds away easily. You also have the whole drop down step setup, which is a lot to do with one hand on the camera, because I'm sure you've seen it before. It's a very cool feature. And now I reach down and I can put that tailgate up automatically just as I released it. So if you have any further questions related to this gorgeous 2021 Ford Raptor, please reference the listing at alphacars.com, and there you will find all of the relevant contact information. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful rest of your day. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you from AlphaCars.